Black Lives for Change is a community group that came together in order to address anti-Black racism in our city of Vaughan, York Region. We are a collective of people who are not only just Black, but we are all fed up with the way that Black people are treated in society.
Black Lives for Change is just that collective that not just only empowers the Black community, but fights for them, gives them a voice, amplifies their struggles as well as amplifying their needs, and being that bridge to fulfilling their needs as well as being someone they can come to as a resource of information. Myself, I know Afia, and we just the way that our paths just crossed at a protest in Toronto in early June, and we felt like we needed something like this in Vaughan, and we just combined our resources, our friends, our circle, and we just united and said, let's just put together a protest for the Black community in Vaughan, let them know that they're heard, let them know that they matter, that their voices are important, and that's how Black Lives for Change really started.
I am a former York Region District School Board student. I am an advocate, I am a basketball coach, I am an entrepreneur, I am every woman. I went to high school with a lot of the other members, and so we thought it was perfect to come together and create something for us, by us, where we live.
I feel this work is very important. One of the main focuses of our group is to actually educate, and I think that's one of the biggest things that needs to be done. Is a lot of people aren't fully aware of what's happening, and that's why they don't want to take a stand. So our thing is we want to take a stand to help as well as educate others so that they can jump in and join in with us.
The Black community needs a voice. The Black community needs something to go to and some place to go to as well as advocating for them. Their voice needs to be heard, and it hasn't been heard in so long. So having this group and this organization just really helps out for the community.
I'm an educator, and I currently work with the York Region District School Board as an occasional teacher. In the past year, I've been actively learning about anti-racism, and I'm making as many personal changes as possible to ensure that I'm doing my part to disrupt and dismantle white supremacy and to continue my lifelong journey of being anti-racist. And I was able to join in with the other group members to make change in the community, to host events, to build our website, to host fundraisers and food drives, and we've just kind of, in our first year, it's been an amazing experience so far, and we've just continued to grow and we'll continue to do more and more in the coming years.
Community is so important because we need to come together and understand that it's not a difficult concept, that everybody is equal and should be treated the same. And when we have a community who supports us, that's how we're able to bring about change. We need allyship, right? We need people who are not only Black to understand that these are injustices and the inequality that's going on is wrong. So having people who stand in solidarity with us, who can use their privilege to make change, is so pivotal to what we do.
I feel like our community needs this. We need more groups who want to come together, support each other. That's what it's about. It's about helping the people who need the help and overcoming the systemic racism. And that's why we're here. That's why we won't go away. And as much as I'd love to be here, I would hope that we don't have to fight for this anymore. That's our goal, so that the kids just don't have to go through this. They can walk into a school building named after a Black woman and be proud to go there. That's what's important. A lot of people might think that name is just a name change, it's just like a Band-Aid, but it's a stepping stone, and it's for the kids. It's not just for us. That's what we're doing this for.
And I think the most important part of it is so that Black youth especially can see that they can reach those places, because a lot of the times we don't see ourselves represented in places of power or innovation and stuff like that, and this is a time for them to actually see themselves in somebody else.
I see the community being involved by just connecting with us, building resources for us and with us, and places for people to reach out. So shedding a light on all of the great businesses that are around in the community, and then also connecting them with other people that need their help and the support. So showcasing Black excellence shows them that they can actually achieve greatness and that they are great and enough to be in that position.
There have been many calls to action made by different community groups that all it takes is to listen and in order for you to make a difference. So I would say continue doing your own inner anti-racism work and reach out as a community member as many ways as possible, because there is so much that you can do as one person.
And standing up for injustices that you see at home, at work, in the community, anywhere where you see people are being discriminated against. And anyone can do it. It doesn't take someone to be on a global stage. It could be you at the grocery store standing up for somebody. Anybody can be an advocate and stand up for what's right.
all the work that is done today is to help make a better tomorrow, and that's what's important. And that's how our story as Black Lives for Change was. We took our stories, our adversities, everything that we've gone through, and we want to make an impact where we can help kids who are going through that, so their day tomorrow will be better than what it is today. Doing that work together, unity, knowing that coming together, not just as Black people, but as human beings to fight for what's morally right, for everyone to have the same equal rights. I think that's what's important. And knowing that you have that power to do that work today to make tomorrow different, that's what we have to leave this world with. Leave it a better place than when we came in. That's what's most important.